today I want to talk about the movie Remember the Titans. I love that movie. So I saw it in the theaters in high school. No doubt that I cried my eyes out. I have stopped myself from watching it again until just a few days ago because I knew I'd cry my eyes out if I saw it, and sometimes I'm just not in the mood to cry my eyes out since I do it so often. But I sat down and I watched it and I just bawled. So Remember the Titans is this movie. Denzel Washington is the star, and it's, I really don't even know where it takes place. I'm assuming in the South somewhere. Mississippi, Alabama, somewhere around there. And he is placed as named the football coach of a newly integrated high school. Whites and African Americans. And so his job is to not only get them to get along, but to play together, to respect each other. And so this movie takes you through that entire process. And one of the ways he gets them to really bond is he takes them to this boot camp, this style of football camp over a week or two, and they get up really early and they have a strict schedule and eating schedule and all these things. And he makes them run through a forest, miles and miles, I'm guessing 10 miles, and they're bruised and beaten up and they've got dirt everywhere and they're falling and tripping over rocks, and they finally make it to this open area. And he had them run to where the Battle of Gettysburg was fought. And he tells them about soldiers and how soldiers lost their lives for freedom. And he told them, he said, I'm going to cry right now. He said, if we don't come together on this hallowed ground, we too will be obliterated. And it was such a powerful moment and so poignant for what we're going through in America. Race relations, religion relations, all sorts of fear bubbling up, and people really wanting to kind of cocoon and stick to their own. And I understand the fear. I feel the fear too. But we can't let it. Like, it will just continue to pull us apart and make it more and more divisive. And so that was the start of how the football players started to really not only tolerate each other, but accept each other, love each other, be proud of each other. This other point in the movie, there's this young man, I don't even know his name. There's this young man, he's a young black man, and another young white man, and the white man is the captain. And they are the two strongest leaders in their group, and they start going at it. And the young white man is frustrated that the young black man isn't playing his all, isn't blocking, isn't really giving it all he's got on the field. And the young black man tells the young white man, attitude reflects leadership, Captain. And at that moment, the young white man knows he hasn't been giving it all he's got. He hasn't been fair. He hasn't been pushing, not only for the people he knows, but for the people he's just getting to know. And so, I'm gonna cry. In our families, guys, our children will reflect what we do and say and think. We cannot expect our children or those around us or our coworkers or our friends to move the needle forward if we're not showing them how. I'll go back to what Denzel said. If we don't come together on this hallowed ground, we're going to be obliterated. So as we're going through our lives, I really encourage us all to not only say the words, but to act them out. Attitude reflects leadership, and we are the leaders. Okay, guys, may God's grace and peace be with you. I'll see you next week.